All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today we are tackling something huge, and it all comes down to the strategic power of a tiny two-letter word, a word that can seriously transform your productivity, your relationships, and even your own well-being. So let's just start with a quick gut check, right? Do you ever get that feeling of being completely overwhelmed? That constant pressure to say yes to absolutely every request, every opportunity, every single demand on your time, until you're left feeling, well, just completely wiped out. And look, this isn't just you feeling this way. No, the experts are really clear on this. That habit of just constantly overcommitting, it's a direct path to stress, to burnout, and here's the real kicker, it actually makes you worse at your job and worse at keeping your promises. So why do we even fall into this trap? I mean, it seems like a good intention, right? Wanting to be helpful. Let's dig into the hidden costs of being the person who just can't say no. Well, the pattern that emerges is it's just crystal clear. See, when you agree to everything, you're basically setting up this internal war between what you've promised everyone else and what you can actually get done. And that inevitably poisons relationships with resentment, it causes you to miss deadlines, and it just leaves you feeling completely and totally drained. Okay, but what if we just flipped the script on this whole thing? What if no wasn't a bad word? What if it wasn't about rejection at all, but instead it was one of the most powerful tools you have for building a successful, stable life? And really, this is the absolute core of it. Learning to say no has nothing to do with being difficult or uncooperative, not at all. It's all about taking back control, your personal agency. It's about setting boundaries that are absolutely essential for your well-being and building that deep confidence that only comes from honoring your own limits. And this isn't some abstract feel-good idea, right? The benefits of actually getting good at this simple skill, they are totally concrete. You can actually measure them, and they have this incredible ripple effect across every single corner of your life. I mean, just look at this. When you put the two paths side by side, the difference is, well, it's night and day, isn't it? The always yes road leads straight to burnout, sloppy work, and strained relationships. But when you use a strategic no, you unlock a totally different future, one with focus, way higher productivity, stronger bonds, and a real genuine boost in confidence. It's a pretty clear choice. And you know what's really fascinating? This whole idea of strategic focus isn't just for our personal lives. Oh no, it's a massive deal in the business world too. Get this, research shows that companies with strong portfolio discipline, which is really just a fancy corporate way of saying they're really good at saying no to projects that don't fit their main mission, well, they deliver shareholder returns that are a whopping 30% higher. That's a huge payoff just for being focused. And that brings it right back home to the personal payoff. Experts at the world-renowned Mayo Clinic, they found a direct, clear line between being assertive, and yeah, that includes saying no, and having better self-worth and earning more respect from the people around you. Okay, so knowing why we should say no is, well, that's the easy part, right? The million-dollar question is how? How do you actually do it without feeling like a jerk or, wrecking an important relationship? Well, for that, we turn to the negotiation expert William Ury, who has this brilliant little framework he calls the positive no. It's a super simple three-step process. First, you start with a yes that shows respect for the relationship. Then comes the no, clear, firm, no waffling. And finally, you end with another yes by proposing a different solution or just explaining the more important priority you're protecting. All right, let's bring this all together in our final section and look at the real, deep-down purpose behind all of this. When you think about it, this totally reframes the whole idea. Saying no isn't about shutting doors. It's about choosing which doors to walk through. Every single time you say no to a distraction, you're actually saying a much more powerful yes to the things that truly matter to you. And William Ury just puts it so perfectly. He says a good no is like a protective wall. It's that clean line you draw in the sand to guard what's most important, your health, your family, your biggest goals, from that endless flood of other people's demands. So that really leaves us with a challenge, a question to take with you. What's the one boundary you need to put up? What is that one no you can say this week? To protect your time, to guard your energy, and to finally give a much bigger, more powerful yes to what really truly matters.